What's good, YouTube? Today we got 3 videos to learn about whales. We got a quiz to take. If I get under 80%, I'm dumping an ice bucket on my head. Let's get into it.
What are whales?
Be right back.
Even though whales live in the water, they are mammals, just like you and me. Humans and whales breathe air, have hair, are warm-blooded, give live births to their young, and feed their young milk.
Here's still some bullshit.
They are quite large, much bigger than humans. In fact, a whale's size can range from 9 to 98 feet. Think of the length of a professional basketball.
That's what I'm saying. It's some bullshit, bro. You got like the front fins, and then all of this is head. Why do they have this much body? There's no reason to have this much body.
Court. And these massive
They don't make
mammals
sense.
have quite the range and weight, too. They can be as small as the 600-pound dwarf sperm whale or weigh more than 200 tons, like the colossal blue whale. The average house, approximately 2,000 square feet, and you have some idea how heavy 200 tons is.
I don't know.
There are
Maybe.
2 types of whales, toothed and
Probably.
baleen.
Actually, I
Toothed
don't know.
whales use their teeth for hunting and eating. This group includes
hey, it'll probably tell
sperm
us,
whales
I hope.
and orcas, as well as dolphins, porpoises, and narwhals.
Some bullshit.
Speaking of narwhals, a narwhal's horn is
How is this a whale? I guess dolphins are a whale. That's not a problem. This is actual bullshit, though. Look at this. This don't do nothing for him. There's no use for this.
actually
Most
one long
useless,
tooth protruding
just straight
or sticking out
bullshit. Look at
through
that.
its lip. Baleen whales are larger than toothed whales and include blue whales, humpbacks, bowhead whales, and many others. They eat by straining creatures through the fringed plates of long, fingernail-like material called baleen.
Oh, that's
What do they
mean.
eat? Toothed and baleen whales eat very differently.
Ugh.
Toothed whales are grabbers and suckers, while baleen whales are skimmers and gulpers. Toothed whales all have teeth. However, they differ in the number, size, and position of the teeth in their mouths. And from
I've always been scared of getting eaten by a whale. Like a blue whale. Like if I was swimming and shit, and that motherfucker just like swallow me. And then that fear went away one day. I saw on TikTok that like apparently if they like swallow you, they'll just like spit you back out. Cause you're not the right size. Right? But like I feel like either way, that's a scary situation to be in. And it can happen too. Like it's happened before. I don't think anybody's died from it.
species to species,
They've been up
the
in there.
teeth even have different purposes. For example, orcas use their teeth to grab food, but narwhals use their long tooth tusk to help them taste in the surrounding water.
What?
While they all have teeth, toothed whales don't use their teeth.
Not. This is convincing me that narwhals are the dumbest animal on the planet. The horn, the big deadly horn, is only used to taste. That's some bullshit.
Chewing food. They do not have molars to grind up their food, so they swallow it whole or in large chunks. Toothed whales use echolocation to help them find and target their prey.
I thought all whales did that.
They usually eat fish, squid, and octopus. But sometimes orcas will also eat sharks or other marine mammals. Baleen whales do not have teeth. Instead, they have hundreds of overlapping baleen plates growing downward from the gums of the upper jaw.
That is
Baleen is made out of keratin, the same thing our hair and fingernails are made of.
So saying hair was a stretch. That's some.
Whale species has a unique number, size, and color of baleen plates. Baleen is strong and flexible, making it the perfect colander, or filter, to strain out seawater and keep in prey. Inside the baleen plates is a hairy fringe, which is how the whales earned the nickname mysticetes, or mustached whales. They swim through patches of plankton with their mouths open. Tiny plankton.
I've low-key got a problem. I haven't retained no information from this. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail this quiz. I haven't retained no information. The narwhal's horn is a tooth that can taste. That's all I remember. Oh no.
Caught by the baleen remain trapped in their mouths.
I'm gonna like it.
Gray whales suck amphipods like a vacuum cleaner from the bottom of the ocean. They take in mouthfuls of mud and food before forcing the water and mud out through their baleen and capture their prey. Other interesting facts. Underwater, whales are great communicators and make otherworldly noises that can be heard for miles. They have complex combinations of moans, howls, and cries
They be moaning?
that they produce when they push air around in their head.
My bad.
The sound of the air moving around is amplified through a blob of fat at the top of their jaw.
Oh, they got a speaker.
People believe that whales communicate through these sounds. The blue whale is the biggest whale alive today.
And again, the body could just stop at like here. The shit just keep going, bro. It's just like, it's just unnatural. Look, fins, they stop here, right? He can have his back fin, he could go like here. It's a whole shit ton of extra added space for no reason. And I guarantee to you, every problem a whale has comes from all of this extra added space that's there for no reason.
But
There's
not
like
all.
one whale that lives like a horrible life. Like comes out the womb, all its brothers and sisters get killed. It's like on the verge of being eaten throughout its whole life, and it's like alone for the rest of its life, all because of that fucking extra space. I'm telling you.
Is the biggest today. It is the biggest creature to have ever lived on Earth. They are even larger than a brontosaurus or any other dinosaur. Because they live in the ocean, salt water supports their bodies, which helps them float. The females are larger than the males, and the blue whales in the southern hemisphere are larger than those in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
While the blue whale is an enormous creature, it doesn't have the largest brain. The largest brain on Earth belongs to the sperm whale. Their brains are almost 500 cubic inches.
The what?
That is 5 times the volume of our human brains, which are around 80 cubic inches. Sperm whale brains also weigh 6 times as much
That's
as a
it?
human brain. That means their brains weigh about 20 pounds.
That's it?
Sperm whales can have such large brains because they have giant heads, up to a third of their overall body length. But their brain doesn't take up most of the room.
Look at this design.
Instead, inside their head is a large cavity, or open space, filled with yellowish oil called spermaceta. This oil was valuable to whalers, who sold it for lamp fuel, creams, and ointments. Why are they
that's
important to the
foul.
environment? Whales are at the top of the food chain and play an essential role in the health of the ocean ecosystem. Whale poop fertilizes microscopic phytoplankton, on which all sea life depends. In addition,
All sea
phytoplankton
life.
help lessen climate change
Okay, no.
by capturing carbon and producing over half of the
Yay,
world's
phytoplankton.
oxygen. The relationship between whales, phytoplankton, and the atmosphere is essential to sustaining a healthy ocean and planet. For a long time, people hunted whales, and blue whales are now rare because of widespread commercial hunting. Other whale populations have ended up on the verge.
Oh, it's like them one motherfuckers from Avatar. The when they was going after the one whales with the water people, and they was getting it because they needed
Extinction.
you know what I'm talking about.
Scientists believe that ending the practice of whale hunting, improving commercial fishing practices, and making efforts to clean the environment have improved whales' chances of long-term survival. Large vessels supporting oil and gas have increased shipping in the ocean, creating a lot more noise. Unfortunately, this noise masks many whale communications and makes it difficult for whales to find food and mates. It also makes navigation and caring for their young much more difficult. Talk about some whale-tastic facts. Let's review. True or false?
Oh no,
Baleen.
I can't do a test yet. I can't do that yet. That's later, Brody.
Baleen
Video number 2, we got 9 whale facts never heard before.
from a humpback whale. It's that stuff attached to the whale's mouth. But how does baleen work? I thought baleen was just a bunch of string or hair that's connected to the whale's jaws. But I was wrong. Take a look from the side. This is one plate of baleen. It's hard and stiff and kind of smells like cat food. A bunch of these plates are sandwiched together, side by side on the whale's upper jaw. Now check this out. One edge of the baleen is fringed. It feels like straw or a very thick brush. The fringed plates form a tangled, hairy mess on the inside of the whale's mouth.
They got dreads in their
So
mouth.
when a whale would like to eat, it takes a big gulp of water, then uses its tongue to force the water through the tangled mess of baleen. The tangled mess acts like a screen that filters out krill and other small fish for the whale to eat. This made me wonder, do all
That's a
whales
filter.
have baleen? Well, turns out some whales do not.
They got teeth. We just
Here's
learned
the skull from a beluga whale. Look here. There's no baleen on this jaw. Instead, a bunch of teeth, which made me wonder, what do the largest whale teeth look like?
that. Yo, when did the whale facts start? I mean, I thought there was gonna be a list or something.
Well, take a look at these.
Pure whale.
Here are some teeth from a sperm whale, the largest toothed whale on planet Earth. Some are nice and sharp for piercing the skin of prey, while others are smooth for crushing and tearing. Here are some chimpanzee teeth. A sperm whale tooth is the size of the entire chimpanzee skull. Everything on whales is massive.
Why he got all these dead animal parts and it just lying around somewhere? What you mean in his video about whales, he put out a chimpanzee skull?
This vertebra.
Somebody check this guy.
To understand how big this is, let's get a reference. We'll start with a mouse vertebra. Here's one.
And again, why does he just have mice vertebrae? Vertebra? I don't know. Just chilling around.
From a squirrel.
Squirrel. Count
Now a
count
vertebra from a raccoon, chimpanzee, bear, giraffe, and finally, a fin whale. It's a lot.
So that's 7 different animals vertebra he got, and he just laid them out on the table. Purely for a demonstration.
But pretty much looks just like the rest. Here's something that's totally different. How does a whale breathe? I thought they could breathe through their mouths, but I was wrong. Whales cannot breathe through their mouths. Of course, they do breathe through here. This hole on the top of a whale's head is a blowhole. But what is a blowhole? The answer surprised me. Take a look at this chimpanzee skull. See this hole? It's
Leave the
connected to
chimp
the
alone.
chimpanzee's nostrils, allowing them to breathe through their nose. Now imagine if the chimpanzee had a much longer face. You'll get something that looks like this.
Not
A coyote skull. That
gotta
nose
be it.
hole is now up here at the front. Now imagine if instead of being at the front of the skull, its nose hole was way up here. You get something like this. Now that nose hole isn't at the front, it's up here at the top on this whale skull. So a whale's blowhole is basically a whale's nostrils, located at the top of its head. Specimen use made possible by the
I mean, my brother, come on. Come on. He's got so many bones. He just got, and there was no list of facts. He just had 9 whale facts. I learned, what did I learn from that video? I learned I learned what a bear vertebrae looks like, what a mouse vertebrae looks like, and the other 5 animals he let out on the table. We got amazing facts about whales. It's video number 3, and then we got the quiz. I'm not feeling too hot about this quiz. I'm not.
Are dolphins your porpoise for living? Think orcas are killer? Maybe you start blubbering when you think of belugas. Well, that's no fluke. Whales are one of the coolest groups of animals on Earth. With so many
I like this guy. He's passionate. You could tell he really likes whales the way he says whales. Listen.
features that they might as well be from space. If you're looking for...
He didn't say it, but he likes whales, and that makes me trust him. So I feel like this gonna be the best video.
Most mind-blowing facts about these awesome marine mammals. Whale, whale, whale. You've come...
God damn it. Yo, these lame puns gotta stop, bro. He talking about some whale, whale, whale.
Right place.
Get a little intro.
When we say whales, we're talking about the order of animals called cetaceans, which are further divided into 2
Holy shit, I've already learned more than the last video. I've already learned more than the last video.
groups: toothed whales and baleen whales. Despite living their whole lives in the water, whales are in fact mammals. They give birth to live young, they nurse with milk, and they're warm-blooded. They even have hair. Before they're born, whales are covered in a layer of fuzz called lanugo, and some even keep hair as adults. Now, like all mammals,
see, he showed the actual hair on the whale, not the teeth bristles. He showed the actual hair on the whale that the other guy was talking about. And that's what we call good education, good learning. You know what I'm saying?
Whales are descendants from ancient fish that crawled out of the water about 375 million years ago. But for some reason, cetaceans turned around and crawled right back in the ocean. About 50 million years ago, in what's now Pakistan, 4-legged wolf-sized creatures began to hunt in the water, and over time...
You're telling me this was a whale? This evolution shit's crazy.
Evolution selected for traits that help them in their aquatic lifestyle.
Wait, no, go back. Wait.
Cetaceans.
What the hell? I think I missed it again. I did. Hold on.
In their aquatic lifestyle.
What the hell are these right here? This is where that lanky bullshit started from. This is where they got all that extra space. These little fins, all of this space right here ain't doing nothing for this whale. Whale, I guess this Basilosaurus. Why do we give dinosaurs the dumbest names, yo?
Cetacean nostrils gradually migrated back from their snout to on top of their head, where we find them today. Baleen whales still have 2 holes up there, while toothed whales only have 1 blowhole. Because whales descended from animals with limbs under their bodies, their backbones don't naturally bend side to side, but rather up and down. And that's why their tail fins are horizontal instead of vertical like fish. And even though they no longer have hind limbs, their hips aren't completely gone in some species. Vestigial pelvic bones are now used to anchor the penises of male whales.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then.
That's a good
Since
fact.
they evolved from land mammals, it's no surprise that whales still have ears. But because of their deep diving lifestyle, they no longer have these floppy things to funnel sound, and their ear canals are no longer open to the outside. But a lifetime's worth of earwax still builds up inside. Scientists can harvest these earplugs from dead whales and use them to study the diet and hormone levels every year the whale was alive. Just like really gross tree rings. Toothed whales like dolphins and sperm whales use echolocation to hunt and navigate. Clicks made in the nasal passages are focused by a massive tissue in their forehead called the melon, and fatty tissues in their lower jaw.
That's a good fact. They've all got, everybody who uses echolocation got a speaker built in their forehead. That should be a
Pick up the
question.
returning echoes and deliver those vibrations to the inner ear. Baleen whales like humpbacks don't use echolocation, but are famous for their whale song. Whale song.
Spock, what do you make of that?
Humpback whale songs are incredibly complex, with short phrases combined into themes that are mixed into songs, each lasting half an hour or more. They're like blubbery Beethovens. We're still not exactly sure how whales like humpbacks make these singing sounds, but scientists think they might use this big sac under their vocal cords to squeeze air through the larynx, kind of like a bagpipe, and then recycling it into their lungs so they don't waste a breath. Whales are technically carnivores and eat just about every kind of animal there is in the ocean. Toothed whales like orcas, porpoises, and sperm whales eat everything from fish to squid to seals, while baleen whales use their bristly namesake to filter small animals like krill and plankton and even fish from huge gulps of water. Now, when rorqual whales like humpbacks, fin whales, and blue whales sense food ahead, their mouth opens almost 90 degrees, and their split lower jawbone spreads wide like a fishing net. As they close their mouth, their giant tongue squeezes the water out through the baleen filter, leaving those tasty yum-yums behind.
That's what we learned from the last
Other baleen whales like bowheads don't open their jaws as wide, but instead ram up to 3,000 liters of water per second out the corners of their mouth as they filter out dinner. No whale is as weird as the narwhal. Now, contrary to popular belief, they are not unicorns wearing specially designed scuba suits. Those huge tusks, usually found only on males, are actually elongated canine teeth sticking right out the front of their foreheads. They don't have any teeth in their mouth, but those things more than make up for it. Now, no one agrees exactly what the tusks are for, but some scientists say it's a sensory organ, while others say it's just for males to attract females. But that doesn't really matter because they're awesome. The Inuit even made harpoons out of narwhal tusks, tipped with iron from a meteorite. You kidding me? A blue whale can eat as much as 4 tons of food in a day, and what goes in must come out. When it comes to poop, whales go big. They often feed in the deep ocean, and their poop brings those nutrients up to the surface where they act as fertilizer for shallow ecosystems. It's estimated that sperm whales and the iron in their poop help sequester 200,000 tons of carbon from the atmosphere every year by fecally fertilizing photosynthetic plankton. Whales set some amazing records too. The deepest diving species, Cuvier's beaked whale, has been tracked to 3,000 meters below the surface. And some bowhead whales have been found with harpoons dating from the 19th century still embedded in their bodies. This leads scientists to estimate their lifespan at up to 200 years. Finally, like all animals, whales eventually die. When whale carcasses, sometimes weighing more than 100 tons, fall into the ocean's dark depths, they can form mini ecosystems called whale falls, sustaining countless deep sea species for decades.
Nah, they used his dead body to build an ecosystem. Hey, but like that's conservation. That's recycling. That's like the basis of recycling. Like one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's recycling.
Strange creatures like these zombie worms devour everything from the blubber to the bones.
Never mind.
We hope you enjoyed this fact-packed whale tale and that you don't mind my occasional bad puns. Now, if you're watching this right when it comes out, stay tuned because we're bringing you a week of amazing.
Alright. Good whale videos. I fuck with this one. Let's be smart. I fuck with this. I like this heavy. Okay. Alright. 3 videos are done. Time for the quiz. There's 20 questions. Let's see. Let's see. Wait, no. 80% of 20. It should be 15 if I think correctly. Oh, 8%. That's not what I meant to say. It's 16. Okay, so boom. Whale quiz time. We watched the videos. We gotta get a 16. And already from the first question, I don't know the answer. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna just throw up a shot. Listen. A flock, that's birds. A pod, it's probably a pod. It's probably a pod. Oh my gosh. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. See, like, these wasn't said right here. This has dwarf in the name, though. So, like, surely. Critical thinking. Critical thinking. What type of whale is the largest animal on Earth? That's the Antarctic blue whale. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. We're on good pace. We're on good pace. That's 3. Oh no. Oh no. So it says which of these whales is actually a dolphin species? But dolphins are whales. That's what the first video told us. It says killer whale. Obviously not, right? It says bowhead whale. I think we learned about that one in the last video. So surely it's not that. Well, you got fin whale and minke whale. Minke. Mink. It might be no, it's not it's not the killer whale. Surely not. Fin whale? Oh no, I feel like we're gonna get this wrong. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fin whale. No, I thought it was the killer whale, but the killer whale been a whale for so long. Like, how do whales communicate where they're from? Wait, what? Communicate where they're from? Yo, these videos was some trash, yo. These videos were so bad for this quiz. How do whales communicate where they're from? Like, swimming patterns, skin color. They didn't really, like, it didn't really seem like whales had different skin color too much with their songs through their blowholes. Maybe it means like, cause like my first thought was like echolocation, communication, right? Maybe that's what. Oh my god, what a lob! What an actual lob! That was pure luck. That was pure luck. Instead of teeth, what do some whales use to eat plankton? The baleen. There we go. The videos coming in. I would not have said that before. What whale is nicknamed Canary of the Sea? Uh, uh, okay, let's think. This is a fake whale. This is a fake whale. This is also a fake whale. So it's got to be one of these two. It's got to be the gray whale. I had it. I don't, bro, but like, beluga whales are like, come on, bro. Like, wait, how many have I missed? Have I missed 3? No, I missed 2. I missed two. That's bad. What is distinctive about the sperm whale in Moby Dick? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I've never seen Moby Dick. I think it was missing an eye. That seems normal, right? Oh no. That's 4, right? It was albino. I didn't even see it as an option. Oh no. Yo, this is so bad. This is so bad. It's not this one. It's not this one. They would have mentioned that. So it's got to be Finn or Brides. I've never heard of the Bride's whale. Oh. It's got to be the fin whale, right? Oh my goodness, saved. I just gotta be perfect. Actually, no, like a 16 is good, so I can miss 4, but I can't miss any more. So now I've missed 3, I can miss 1 more, and then I can't miss no more. I think, right? Whale is regarded to the loudest animal in the in the world. Bro, what? It's not the narwhal. It's not the narwhal. Come on, shit's barely a whale. It's probably the gray whale. It was the sperm. Okay. This is bad. Okay. Wait, was that it or? Oh my goodness! I think I'm done. I gotta get a 16. I think that was 4, which means I can't miss any more. Oh, it said this. Whale oil was used for like lamps. Oh no, there's an all of the above. See, but like I don't think it was used for candles. I could go all of the above. Because I know it was used for lamps. But technically, lamps isn't wrong. But this all makes sense though. Because they're all like, not soap. Soap, why are you using it as soap? I've got to go lamps, right? Oh my goodness, I'm stressing out. I don't know. I've got to go lamps. Cause why would whale oil be it's oil. It can't be used as soap, right? I got a 55. I got a fucking 55%. I've got the water. This shit's about to be cold. Alright. Oh no. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Yo, you made it to the end. Thanks for watching. Good grief.